Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the 2026 Saleen S1. The design, the performance, the story behind it, and of course the all-important price. This is going to be a full breakdown, so stick around until the end. What's up, car lovers? You're watching Auto MVP, the place where we bring you the latest in supercars, performance machines, and everything that gets your heart racing. If horsepower, torque, and sleek designs are your passion, you're definitely in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's jump straight into the fascinating 2026 Saleen S1. So first, let's set the stage. Saleen is a name that performance enthusiasts know well, mainly thanks to the iconic S7 supercar. The S1 came years later, and what makes it so special is that it was the first fully new design from the brand after the S7. The S1 was conceived as a smaller, lighter, mid-engine sports car aimed at combining supercar looks with more attainable performance. While the S7 was a monster competing with Ferraris and Lamborghinis at the very top, the S1 was meant to slot into a niche between pure supercars and high-end sports cars. The 2026 version continues that mission, but with upgrades and refinements that reflect today's performance standards. When you look at the Saleen S1, the first thing that grabs you is the design. The stance is low and aggressive, with wide haunches and a short front overhang that screams mid-engine layout. Air vents, sharp creases, and a purposeful silhouette give it that exotic flair without being over the top. It has that balance between elegance and aggression. It's not just for the racetrack, it's something you'd want to be seen driving down a boulevard. The aerodynamic work is clear. From the front splitter to the sculpted sides and rear diffuser, every part of the body contributes to both style and function. For 2026, subtle refinements are expected. Think improved aero efficiency, lighter body panels, and maybe even active aero features like adjustable spoilers or diffusers. Open the doors and step inside, and you'll find a driver-focused cockpit. The earlier versions of the S1 already had Alcantara, leather, and carbon fiber sprinkled throughout the cabin, but in 2026 we can expect even more premium touches. Digital displays, a refined infotainment system with better connectivity, and advanced driver information readouts are almost certain. Still, it's not a car drowning in gadgets. The focus is on driving. The steering wheel, gear shift, and pedals are all positioned to make the driver feel in control. One important point here is that the race version of the S1 will likely strip down these comforts, replacing them with lighter seats, minimal upholstery, and only the essentials for performance. That's the beauty of this lineup. You can pick the street-friendly comfort or the hardcore track machine. But of course, what really matters is under the skin. The Saleen S1 is powered by a mid-mounted turbocharged 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine. Now, don't let the cylinder count fool you. This is no ordinary 4-pot. It's tuned to produce around 450 horsepower and about 350 pound-feet of torque. For a car that weighs just under 2,700 pounds, that's a pretty potent power-to-weight ratio. 0 to 60 miles per hour comes in at about 3.5 seconds, and the top speed is around 180 miles per hour. That puts it right in line with cars costing significantly more. Power is sent to the rear wheels, and in earlier models, the gearbox was a 6-speed manual. It's possible that for 2026 an updated dual-clutch automatic or paddle-shift transmission could be offered to broaden its appeal, but for purists, that manual option is part of the charm. Suspension is handled by double wishbones front and rear, which allows precise geometry control and excellent handling. Large brakes, about 15 inches in diameter, ensure stopping power is just as impressive as acceleration. In fact, lateral grip is quoted at about 1.2 grams, which is very sticky territory. This combination of lightweight construction, serious power, and sharp handling makes the S1 a true driver's car. On the track, it's agile and composed, while on the road it offers enough comfort in the street version to be livable. However, like any low-slung exotic, there are compromises. Ground clearance is an issue, so steep driveways and speed bumps will always be a challenge. Visibility is not great, especially rearward, which is common in mid-engine cars. And because Saleen is a small-volume manufacturer, servicing and parts availability may be a concern in some regions. That said, the 2026 S1 is expected to address some of these usability concerns. Improvements in suspension adjustability could allow for a more compliant ride in daily driving. An updated infotainment system would make it easier to live with on longer trips, and refinements in build quality should help it compete with established European brands. So, what makes the 2026 version different from its predecessors? While Saleen hasn't officially released every detail, we can make educated guesses based on industry trends. First, more extensive use of carbon fiber and lightweight composites to further reduce weight. Second, improved aerodynamics with possible active components. Third, more advanced electronics, including traction and stability systems that give drivers options for both safety and full control. There could even be limited electrification, maybe a mild hybrid system for boost in efficiency, though that remains speculative. Customization options are also expected to grow, letting buyers tailor the car to their personal tastes. Now, let's talk about the most asked question: price. Historically, the S1 was once rumored to start around $100,000 in certain markets, but that was before inflation, before materials and logistics costs rose, and before Saleen positioned it more as a boutique exotic. Today, the race version is listed at a starting point of about $250,000 on Saleen's own site. So what does that mean for 2026? Well, it depends on the version. If a base street-oriented model is offered, a realistic price range could be between $120,000 and $160,000 in the U.S., with options pushing it higher. The track-focused race variant, with its lighter parts and competition-ready setup, is likely to remain in the $200,000 to $300,000 range. And in international markets, import duties and taxes could easily raise those figures substantially. So if you're dreaming of owning a 2026 Saleen S1, plan for a six-figure budget. This is not a bargain sports car, it's a boutique exotic. But compared to rivals from Ferrari, McLaren, or Lamborghini, it could still represent strong value, especially if performance remains competitive. Who is this car really for? It's for enthusiasts who want something rare, something different from the usual Italian or German brands. It's for drivers who want a purist's mid-engine experience without drowning in driver aids. It's for collectors who appreciate the story of Saleen and want a unique piece in their garage. And it's for track day warriors who would take the race version out on weekends and enjoy pushing it to the limits. In the competitive landscape, the Saleen S1 is an underdog, but sometimes that's its biggest advantage, because you won't see one on every corner. It's a car that turns heads, sparks conversations, and gives owners the satisfaction of driving something that isn't mainstream. So there you have it, a full look at the 2026 Saleen S1. We covered its heritage, design, performance, expected upgrades, and what kind of pricing you can anticipate. While exact details may still evolve as Saleen rolls out the new model, the picture is clear. This is a serious performance machine aimed at enthusiasts who want something special. If you enjoyed this deep dive, go ahead and smash that like button, share this video with your fellow gearheads, and let me know in the comments what you think about the 2026 Saleen S1. Would you go for the street version or the race variant? And which rival supercar would you compare it to? Make sure you're subscribed to Auto MVP so you never miss the latest updates on performance machines from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.